Hello everybody. As you can see, the wings are nearly finished, just the glass work on the tips needs to be done. So I start with the fuselage. First we have to look into the plans, and right off the bat we need to create a special bracket based on an angle. So I had some angle laying in the workshop. I didn't use the original one because this one was from a previous set which I didn't use yet. So I thought I'm going to use that one, which if I screw it up I at least have an extra part. Okay, so now it's on length, and now there need to be some angles taken out. After all the sawing, I use the grinder to make everything nice, and then the burring wheel, the Scotch-Brite wheel, and then you have a really smooth part. Okay, so that's the left side part. Now I have to create the right one. I make a mistake here because I actually make the same one, a left one. I figured it out, so I thought, crap. Of course it needs to be a right one, which is different than the left one. So I do the same process all over again. I didn't tape all the sawing because, as you can see, I don't have a bandsaw. I have to do it manually. Right, let's click all the parts on the firewall. The firewall is the big plate on the bottom, which is one of the only parts which is actually from steel. The rest is all aluminum. It's of steel because it's a firewall, so if something goes wrong in the engine compartment, it probably gives you a few seconds before you crash and die. The angles is where the rest of the plane is connected to the firewall. So actually those 4 angles at every corner is what connects everything. The recess there where I'm working on right now is for the oil filter and the governor, if you have a oil pressure governor, which I'm probably not going to take, but hey, it's in there anyway. Right, getting all the stuff in there for drilling. There are a lot of doublers and fillers and other spacers in there that you have to create. Again, making a stiffener from an angle. I had the same laying down, but it was just a little too small, so that was not sufficient. And I'm now working on a doubler for the brake lines. That's the one on the right there. And the last one I have to make is for the fuel pump. And that's also in place. So now everything is in place. I can start drilling. You have to be careful there, because if you drill through the steel plate, first of all you shouldn't just make holes in there willy-nilly, but if you drill it, your drills will become dull very fast. So I bought special cobalt drills, and what I do is I take metric, so not inch, and then just a little smaller, and then I first drill it with that one. So first of all, the metrics are easier to get here and they are cheaper, and once the holes are in there, then I can make them a little bit bigger with the actual inch values. The steel plate is really sharp, man. If you just touch it, you already are bleeding, so it's you have to be very careful there. Okay, all the drilling is done. Next time I will do the priming, which I will not tape again because I never do the priming part. And then we can start assembling and riveting all the parts. Continuing building my pie in the sky.